Hi, this is Raj, your host, Unleashing Talent. Welcome to episode number 55. Hope you are doing well today. And before we start, I have a question for you. I want you to kind of take a mental pause for 2 to 3 seconds. And I want you to smile. Feel that smile for a couple of seconds. You did? I'm sure you would have felt much better. Have you come across a leader whose face kind of baffled you sometimes in the past, or if it still does? And have you ever held back your great idea looking at the mood of your leader? I'm sure we all did. If your answer is yes to any of these questions, this podcast is for you, and I'm sure this is going to be helpful. As a leader, you attract or you distract people. And, and the question is, are you a positive attractor or a negative attractor or a pure distractor? We never feel as leaders, you never feel as leaders what's happening in others' mind, but people do respond to when they look at you, when they look at your a smile or your face and frown, or maybe how you feel comes on your face. So the power of a smile needs to be understood, felt, and as a leader you need to take deliberate efforts to smile and convey the right message that you want to. It is priceless, and it is priceless. And what that means is it is priceless because you make somebody's days. And it is priceless because you don't pay anything, you don't buy it, you have it already and you can distribute it freely. It doesn't end and you will never ever lose it. It helps, and sometimes it heals yourself, your family, and the kids and people around you. I'll give you an example from, let's say, hospital. A nurse and a doctors using a smile as one of the psychological element, and that gives patients a kind of assurance of becoming better. And because when someone is a patient in a hospital, it's only the doctors and nurses that most of the time they see. So I think, as leaders, you should consider unleashing the power of a smile and make yourself and others feel happy about it. And when you go home from office today, maybe when you meet your folks on the tea in the evening, give a nice smile to them and just look at their reactions. Maybe some of them will be surprised. And what happened? The head of the family comes today and smiles on the tea. But that doesn't mean you should stop. And if you have to do something better, you have to do that. I have had several situations where I did some individual coaching for the leaders. And leaders, when they go back home, they carry their luggage from the office, and all the tension and stress is quite visible on their face. And one bad situation back home, and the leader kind of screams or expresses his anger or brings out his frustration. So that should not happen. On the opposite, if you are in your parking place and you park in your car, just take a deep breath, smile to yourself, and decide that the next day you get into your house, you ring the bell, and after the door opens, you give a nice, lovely smile to your family, and you will see the difference. The first impression is the last impression. This is a very, very old saying. The facial expression tells the mood of the individual, it tells the mood of the leader. I'm sure if I ask you, when you look at across to your leaders in a boardroom and you look at their faces, you have kind of fair idea about who's doing how, right? Then the next thing is when they talk to you or you shake hands with them and stuff like that. So I'm trying to slightly take you to the area where the first thing, the face, makes a real great difference. And people perceive it, and then behave accordingly. So when we look at a leader, we look up to that leader, and when we look up to the face of that leader, we kind of arrive at a conclusion whether we want to go further, shake hands and say what not and stuff like that. So people actually withdraw ideas, or they find the leader pretty welcoming and they step forward and share their ideas sometimes. But both of these situations depend on the leader's face and what message we are getting from that face. And remember, if that face has a smile, I think that makes all the great difference. So see what the leader is thinking comes out of his face. So what is your smile quotient? Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 on your ability to smile, and use a smile as a tool to bring a smile on somebody else's face. If your rating for yourself is below 8 or 8, you need to probably work on that. I'm sure you would agree that there are many great leaders. When they walk down the corridor, everyone in the office feels rejuvenated, lifted, right? And when you meet your chairman or your CEO and looking at his face, you could probably change the tone of your meeting, your presentation, right? So the point I'm making is, it makes a huge difference in the business. It makes a huge difference in the life of a leader. It makes a huge difference on your team. So it is absolutely important. And also, try and give it a try, and you will find that you started building followers, because people start developing trust for you. But please don't give a fake smile. It must come from within, and you need to demonstrate it very, very authentically. And you must reflect your conviction, your commitment, the trust and affirmation through your smile. Your smile tells your story. It brings your feeling on your face. So be authentic. Your smile is someone else's day. Don't spoil it. Build your leadership capability of influencing and igniting through the smile. People who smile look much younger. They look much better. You have a fair understanding that a smile does matter, and you do that always. There are several research that has been done in the positive psychology, and a lot of scholars have studied, and there are reports all around. You can Google it, or you can go on YouTube and listen. Smile fills you with energy. It makes you feel passionate. It makes you feel authentic. It makes you feel connected with yourself. And a smile is a contagion, effect. When you smile, people feel comfortable and they smile at somebody else. So we often talk about the organizational culture and engaging employees, and this is one of the ways you could do that. It makes your health better and you stay young. A smile is a mood booster. Even a forced smile, and sometimes you make deliberate efforts, can actually help you. It boosts your immune system. When you're in a bad mood, you smile. It makes a lot of difference. Understand the power of a smile, and how for a leader it is extremely important to use a smile as a tool to bring positivity in the organization and carry that positivity. So it will add to your executive presence, and it helps others elevate their mood and feel connected with you, and you bring them up to the emotional connect level. So people don't expect senior leaders to come and talk to everyone on the floor, but they do expect that when they pass by, and if they come in, if there's an optical communication between the senior leader and the employees, the senior leader at least waves and gives a smile and makes them feel great about working in that organization. So I hope this small talk was helpful to you. Please do use a smile for yourself and for your team, and make the best use of it. Thanks a lot for your time and listening to this podcast. Thanks a lot.